It's fun to say this is the biggest game of Hue Jackson's coaching career, because when you haven't won a game for ages, I guess they are. But the Browns playing at home Thursday night against the New York Jets. Hey, Las Vegas thinks it's a big game. They actually think the Browns are going to win. They've got the Browns, I think, by 3 points or whatever the last time I saw. I just was curious to check to see if the Browns were actually favored to win, which they were. And I asked myself this: can the Browns win a 3-point game? If you look at it under Hue Jackson, the answer is probably not. In fact, I was surprised at how many games they've played in his 2+ years decided by 3 or fewer points. The answer is 10. Think about that. 10 out of his 34 games have been decided by 3 or fewer points. Out of those 10 games, you got 1 tie, which you saw early in the season. You have 1 win, and in the middle you have 8 losses. 1, 8, and 1 in games decided by 10 points. Now, it's easy to say, well, some of that is what happens when you're a losing team and a young team. You find a way to lose close games. Okay, I understand that. I would say, given what the Browns have been through the last few years, a record like even 3-7 might be understandable in close games. I'm not even saying they should be 7-3, but 3-7. But 1 win, 1? There are some problems with coaching when it comes to that. And I wonder if Hue Jackson is willing to admit that. You can go turn around and blame kicker Zane Gonzalez. You know, we saw it. He couldn't kick an extra point at the end, all this stuff. Now there's this discussion that he might have had a groin injury but didn't tell anybody, or the coaches didn't know. You know, typical Browns swirl that happens. But the fact is, you know, they're in a close game. He missed the kicks, but there are probably other things in these close games. I could think of a game a couple of years ago where they signed Cody Parkey right before the game to kick because our other kicker had an injury. He went 3 of 6 on field goals. They ended up losing the game. So there have been periodic games where they lost because of the kickers. But I will just say this. When you're 1-8-1 in games decided by a field goal or less, there are coaching issues. How are you handling the clock in close games? What's going on? In fact, part of the reason John Dorsey brought in Tyrod-Tailor and Carlos Hyde and Jarvis Landry and the other veterans is to start, you know what, to start winning games like Thursday night when they play the Jets. Start beating a team at home that isn't very good, a team with a rookie quarterback, in this case, Sam Darnold. So I'm curious to see, can Hue Jackson find a way to win a close game?